Leandro, you just had to be a dick. Up, Woody Nerdigans. This is the one and only Packer Girl 89, and today's Mama Nerdigan live reaction video is going to be for the Skeleton Soldier Failed to Defend the Dungeon chapters 174 through 175. So before I get into this recap and live reaction, let me just remind you to hit that like, share, and subscribe buttons. And because, of course, this channel, let alone this video, are not sponsored, and I'm just on a non-stop high-speed struggle train heading into chaos, and it's getting faster by the second. We're talking hyperspeed panic attack levels of struggle up, and yeah, seriously, the struggle to keep a roof over my head is that bad. But if you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking, feel free to hit up my Cash App and PayPal. Those links are in the description box below. So, I swear to God, Leandro, you are a piece of crap. You are a piece of shit. Because Skeleton Soldier was trying to help you out, my dude. He was trying to help you out. He was telling you the truth. He was trying to help you save your waifu. But nah, you had to be a piece of shit. And you called him a monster. Bro, who's the real monster here? It's you. He's trying to save your ass and you're like, nah. Why should I believe you, Why should I believe you, my dude? Why? I swear. I fucking swear. Leandro, you deserve to die at this point because you're a stupid piece of shit. Anyway, let's get to chapter 174, see what's in store for us today. Yeah, Skeleton Soldier got saved, thank God, but Leandro, you're a piece of shit. Uh-oh. How tactless. Ooh. Ooh! Ooh, Leandro mad. Bye, bitch. Speaking of skeleton soldiers, I said this in my Oricon video on Friday. I did because Overlord was at number 2, the latest volume, and I covered Overlord manga a long ass time ago, and because of certain chaotic situations, and I had to stop covering it at the time. I realized, you know what? I'm gonna start covering it again. I gotta reread Overlord, obviously, and catch up. But yeah, I'm gonna cover Overlord. Stay tuned. I will cover Overlord manga again. Just you wait. I will. Anyways, stay tuned. And once I'm done with Sokyo no Ariadan, yeah, I'll reread Overlord. Anyways, Founder, Mr. Skeleton, are you okay? What happened? I'm sorry, I failed to convince him. There's nothing to apologize for. Yeah, you don't need to apologize for Leandro being an asshole. I see even the Founder had to step in. It's enough that you're alive. Are you okay too, Founder? I'm fine, but Leandro is really something else. He's a piece of shit, is what he is. Such bloodlust. Yep. It's been a while since I've been on edge like that. I also felt it. Just what kind of person is Leandro? Person with paranoid hatred of monsters. Duh. I've been trying to research Leandro since the Regent Diamond's theft, but all information about him is completely hidden. Finding it is even harder than the info about Girl Duke Lawrence. Girl Duke Lawrence Tardier and Vibero. You know what? I'm gonna say this because I know mofo's would get pissed, or I should say PC pandas would be getting mad because Vibero quote unquote misgenders Lawrence all the goddamn time. Hey, you gotta give Lena credit. Lena does not misgender Lawrence at all. She says Girl Duke Lawrence. There you go. And I'm not gonna lie, Lawrence is a badass. She is. Lawrence is a freaking badass Duke. She is a queen. I swear, she is a drag queen. She freaking is. And I love her for it. She rocking them nails, them claw nails, and she puts them to good use. She is a bearded drag queen, and I live for her. So, I swear, if you hate on Lawrence, then I'm gonna be mad. And not for the PC reasons of being mad. I'm not gonna call you a bigot or anything. It's just that you're just a hater. I like Lawrence a lot. She's fucking psycho, and I live for her. So, yes, suck on that. Vibero, on the other hand, I will say this about Vibero in regards to Lawrence. Vibero is a fucking bigot. He is. He is an asshole and he is a bigot when it comes to Lawrence. But Lawrence is a straight up drag queen and I love her. Is that so? I wonder. What strange emotion was hidden behind his expression? It was as if I saw myself struggling against death. This art, these trees, love. I knew to some extent that Vibera was related to Necrons, but I never thought I would hear it from the mouth of a monster. Yeah, I know you were shocked, Libero, I knew you were shocked, Leandro, but dude, didn't have to like show bloodlust. On top of that, he had this token, and above all, he fought with my swordsmanship. Duh, there's no doubt. So Vivero and Lawrence are on the same team. At least he fucking believes him. Sometimes I know sometimes like with men, you gotta fight it, gotta communicate via fighting. But bloodlust was just on. That was too much. It was too much. Perhaps I was seeking an easygoing Thank you. Perhaps I was seeking an easygoing justice. Here's the thing. I've been seeing this a lot in manga, especially like recently. All started with Tomodachi game and Greedy War of Witches that I really have really started thinking about it more and more. Is that Tomodachi War or not Tomodachi game really said it for or no, it was Greedy War of Witches that I noticed it first, where Tomo, one of the characters, was saying that she didn't know the definition of justice. She didn't, especially when she thought she was fighting for justice in the war that she was fighting in, and the side she was fighting for lost, and you know the side that won came and said that they were fighting for justice, and they came and they were attempting to rape her, and they were basically saying they were raping her for justice, and she the meaning of justice, what is it? She don't know what the meaning of justice is. And then in Tomodachi game there was this line that was very interesting, which was when you're fighting fighting for the side of justice, it's very dangerous compared to like villainy, because with villainy and evil, you know what that is. There is a definition for it. There is a line that can be crossed, that what villainy and evil is. But with justice, yeah, there's a general definition, sure, but like in practice, you don't know what justice is. It can't be defined, really. Justice is very subjective. It is. Whereas, as I said, with villainy and evil, there is a line that can be crossed, where after it's been crossed, then it is pure evil and villainy. Like, for example, torture, or as we've seen in history, putting people in concentration camps and all that shit, or and all that. Yeah. Okay. But anyways, just that's what when I see, going back to this, when Leandro is saying perhaps I was seeking an easygoing justice, he was saying that he was seeking an excuse. That's what he's saying here. He was trying to go by his own principles, and he's just taking the easy way out. So I love that we're getting all this, where people are trying to figure out, and this is a manga and now Manhwa, where they're trying to figure out what justice is, and it's really hard to do. You can't. It's really hard to fight for justice when where there really isn't a clear definition of what justice is. And again, yes, no, there's the dictionary definition of justice, but there's not a line of a clear definition of what justice is, because it's very subjective. But anyways, I hope that makes sense. This task cannot be delayed any longer. Yeah, let's go. As I thought you were here. Duke Lawrence Tartier. There we go. There's the queen. What do you want? Oh, look at her. Her makeup looks good, not gonna lie. I, Inspector Leandro von Batien, formally request you the head of the Internal Investigation Bureau. Will you cooperate with me in the investigation of the relationship between Honorary Duke Vibero and the Necron Society? Well, internal investigation is my area, so in the end this was bound to happen. I guess beauty can shine so brightly only because it does not last forever. Perhaps I'm attracted to you because I realize that. All right, but investigation of a Duke's case can only be conducted directly by the head of the Internal Investigation Bureau. So let's do it like this. Since we first met as swordsmen, let's end it as swordsmen as well. I'm not gonna lie, I really like Duke Lawrence's outfit. I wish there was more chains, though, around her hips. I do. If you defeat me in a duel, I will give you my position. If you really want to investigate this case, kill me and become the head of the Internal Investigation Bureau yourself. 3 days after we part here, I'll be waiting for you. Ooh. Dude, oh, God. Damn, I really like this outfit. Like, the more I think about it, the more I do like Duke Lawrence's outfit. And the secret, let me read this again. I'm sorry. 3 days after we part here, I'll be waiting for you in the secret chamber of the Imperial Palace. See, this is a Yas Queen moment. This is. Because Duke Lawrence, Queen Duke Lawrence is not playing around. Nah, she ain't. She is ready. Thank you. Poor thing. Aww. Look at the nails! Look at the nails! That is a drag queen right there. Look at them claws. In the end, I'll have to take away that fatal beauty of yours. I'm back, Miyu. Oh, sorry for making you wait so long. Let's see. Have stirrups already become this worn out? Miyu, for what reason have I come this far? Out of nowhere, memories came flooding back. Memories from my childhood. Ooh. Young Leandro is adorable. Aww. There he is. And the first scene that appeared before... was my mother's funeral. Ooh. Let's get to chapter 175. My mother lived as a knight and also died as a knight. That's his mama? However, it was not an honorable death. Aww. Because my mother, who was Imperial Guard, led her companions to death because of a hasty decision. Aww. After her death, the household of Vatian had a downfall. 3 days after the funeral, the knight, a swordsman, and lastly, a person dear to me, the only things I had left were my father with glazed eyes and who was skin and bones. Aww. As well as the sword and the wedding ring, which had belonged to my mother. I can understand that. Again, I have lost a significant... I wasn't married to him, but I mean, I was with him for 12 years. I mean, I can understand that. When you lose someone that you love and been with for so long like that, especially in a brutal way, I mean, can you blame him? I can't. No, Leandro, you can't do this. That's Tesori's memento. She would be sad if you knew. Oh no, she'd be sad if she knew you decided to sell it. Father, my mother would be more sad if the people who served our family their whole lives had to leave without even getting their due salaries. They stayed with us out of loyalty, but now we have no other choice but to send them off. So we have to at least pay them what they deserve. But Tesori... Oh, I'm just sorry. Oh, this is breaking my heart. Having sold the mother's ring, I barely managed to pay off the servants. Thank you for everything. Take care of yourself, young master. Aww. In the empty Vetian castle, only my father and I were left. Father lost the ability to speak and locked himself up in his study, forgetting about food and water. So the sword he uses is his mother's sword? Good on him. I picked up the last memento of my mother and went to the place where we used to train together. You know what? I should say this too. I love that it was his mother that was the knight and his father was the one that stayed home. That's bomb. I love it. And I love that it was his mother that trained him. That's freaking awesome. Oh, look at this. Good. Oh, this panel is gorgeous of Leandro with this background. Oh my god. Ooh. It's been a while, son. Would you like to practice? Oh, I think he's seeing her ghost. That's so sweet. Oh, and that's imaginary mother, but like it feels like I know he's saying it's imaginary, but I want to believe that's her ghost. I spent time sparring against my imaginary mother. 3 years later, my father passed away too. Aww. After the solitary funeral, I went to his study and learned what kind of life he had lived. Garbara, a monster that confused with surrounding living organisms by eating them and changed the appearance of its stems and their image and likeness. The Garbara, which Tesori wanted to eliminate, was a 120-year-old adult. The next time it will show itself on the surface only in 10 years. This note was written soon after my mother's death. By the time of his death, my father didn't have any undamaged teeth. Probably because of the rage against the monster that killed his wife and the fact that he couldn't do anything about it. His fragile teeth failed. Tesori, I will avenge you for sure. Thoughts about her were not even letting him sleep properly. I understood my father's feelings, so I decided to inherit his legacy. Recipes for all kinds of poisons and potions, various methods of fighting monsters, against plant-type monsters, acid and decomposing potions can be used, but burning still proves to be the most effective. You should not think of monsters as of humans. Even if they appear to be similar, their vital organs can be located somewhere else. I understand why his father felt that way. I do, and I understand why he has this feeling towards monsters. I do, but I also think of Percival's mentality as well in Four Nights of the Apocalypse, where Percival makes the argument that even though his father was the one that killed his grandpa, he doesn't hate all humans for it. So why should he hate, like, if he was involved in the Holy War and had someone killed a demon, or a demon killed someone close to him, he wouldn't hate all demons because of it. He would just hate the individual demon. That's the argument. That's how the mentality should be, but unfortunately it's not like that. Principles of magic, breathing, and meditation techniques aimed at grasping it, training methods to keep myself cool, and so on. And unfortunately, now I'm thinking about this, that's the mentality people have. They generalize their hatred. They generalize their hatred to a group of people instead of an individual, of the individual that committed the act towards them or whatnot. And unfortunately, my people have been hated for thousands of years for partially out of jealousy. It's freaking stupid. Oh my god. Well, part of it is because the church wanted to keep their sheep in check. So dumb. So dumb. You can rise to the next level just by the usage of breathing techniques. And when the number of movements you can use increases after your breathing stabilizes, you will have better control of the combat space. I inherited my father's knowledge. I feel so bad. I feel bad for Leandro. I do. But that monster that was 120 years old, though. Hold on, I want to go back to that. A monster that confused with surrounding living organisms by eating them and changed the appearance of its stems in their image and likeness. I was thinking for a second that could be skeleton or, nah, that's not them. Nah. But is Leandro an asshole? Yeah, I understand what he was trying. Now, like when he was saying that he wanted to take the easygoing route of justice, I can understand what he's saying. Now, the context of it makes even more sense. He was trying to, he was generalizing. He was using the generalization of hating all monsters based um, off of his father's knowledge and everything that happened with his mom and all that. I can understand that. I understand him a little bit more, but I just think about like what Percival said is that I could just hate all demons for what they did in the Holy War, like a lot of people did, but he wasn't there when it happened anyway, for one thing. And the other thing is that argument that he used, which is like, dude, I can hate all humans because my dad killed my grandpa, but I don't. Just saying. Anyways, I'm very curious what you guys thought of this chapter, or these chapters. What do you guys think of Leandro's mindset, especially with everything that has happened to him? I like what he's like the agreement that he made with Duke Lawrence, how they're settling everything. I think it's fair. So he's got to be able to beat this bitch. It's going to be interesting if he can. I hope he can. Part of me wonders if Duke Lawrence is going to just let him kill her, though. I wonder if that will happen, because Lawrence really does care a lot about Leandro, so I feel like that's going to be her downfall, is because because she cares so much for him. I wonder if that will be the case here. She says she's going to have to damage that pretty face, but I don't know. I honestly don't know. I know in like previous timelines we've seen her just straight up kill him. But I think this time around it might be different because he went to her. But we'll have to wait and see. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Nerdigans Inc. If you love what I'm doing and want to help keep this channel alive and kicking so I can keep bringing you more skeleton content, a few ways you can do that. Donate to my Cash App, PayPal, Patreon, purchase something off my Amazon wishlist, all that's in the description box below. Also, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Twitch, Discord, friend me on PlayStation Network, that's in the description box below as well. Till next time, Nerdigans, I'll be seeing you later. Bye.